Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most significant shifts in the NFC West this season. Rumors are swirling and they've gained momentum pretty quickly. According to Diana Rossini and other insiders, there's serious speculation that the New Orleans Saints, currently sitting at 2-5 and struggling defensively, ranked 26th in the league, allowing 8 points per game, might be looking to make a bold move. And that move could involve one of their most experienced and impactful linebackers, Demario Davis. The reports suggest that the Saints could be trading Davis to the San Francisco 49ers, and in return, the Saints would receive a second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, a conditional pick that could become even more valuable if certain performance thresholds are met. This isn't just a minor swap or a depth addition. This is about a player who is arguably one of the best linebackers in the league right now. Davis, undrafted in 2012 but quickly establishing himself as a dominant force, has been a Pro Bowler from 2019 to 2023, accumulating an impressive resume of stats: over 500 tackles, 38 sacks, and maintaining a top-tier 92. 8 PFF coverage grade. The idea here is clear. The 49ers are eyeing someone who can bring leadership, experience, and elite production to bolster their front seven, especially considering their current injury issues at linebacker. Fred Warner, who's been a cornerstone for the team, is dealing with a sprained ankle and is out for the rest of 2025. That leaves a significant gap in their linebacker core, a gap that Davis could fill seamlessly. Let's talk about the bigger picture here. The 49ers, with a 5-2 record, have one of the better defenses in the league, but they're not immune to challenges. Their run defense, which was a dominant force in 2023, has slipped a bit, ranking 19th in yards allowed per rush after the loss of Warner. That's where Davis comes in, adding a Pro Bowl caliber player who's capable of not just stopping runs, but also making game-changing tackles and leadership plays. His ability to rotate with Dre Greenlaw and potentially move Barnes into a more specialized role would give the 49ers a much-needed boost, especially as they face divisional rivals like the Rams, who are currently rushing for around 150 yards per game. Imagine the impact of Davis's tackling prowess, his experience, and his leadership in tightening up that run defense. And it's not just about stopping the run. The 49ers are also looking to improve their coverage units, especially with the recent injuries to wide receivers like Ayuk, who's been a key part of their offensive setup. The defense has been generating an average of 15 turnovers per game, and with Davis's elite coverage skills, his PFF grade in 2025 is a stellar 93. 6, he could be a game-changer in forcing turnovers, creating extra possessions, and ultimately helping the team win those close games that often decide playoff positioning. Now, why would the Saints consider trading Demario Davis? Well, it's a mix of things. They're in a bit of a rebuild, especially on the offensive line, which has struggled, allowing an average of 30 sacks per game. Their cap situation is tight, with around $14 million in cap space and plans to extend star running back Kamara, so they're prioritizing cap flexibility and roster rebuild. Their secondary hasn't been as tight as it needs to be, and with Davis potentially leaving, they might be looking to retool their defense and maximize their draft capital. Plus, Davis is 37 years old, and while he's still playing at an elite level, the Saints might be looking at the long-term picture, especially with odds of plus 13-0 to make the playoffs this year, which are pretty slim. Meanwhile, the 49ers are looking at this potential move as an opportunity to solidify their defense for the playoff push. With Bosa out due to an ACL injury, the front seven is feeling the pressure. Davis's addition could provide some relief, especially in stopping the run and creating turnovers, which is key when facing tough opponents like the Rams, who, as I mentioned, are rushing for around 150 yards per game. This trade could be a strategic move to not just patch a hole, but to elevate the overall defensive performance, transforming the unit into a more formidable, aggressive force. And let's not forget that Davis is not just a tackling machine. He's a leader on and off the field. His experience, especially in high-pressure playoff environments, he's been a Pro Bowler for 5 consecutive years, brings a veteran presence that the 49ers could really lean on. His leadership compares favorably to players like Wagner in Seattle, and his ability to lead a defense, especially in critical moments, could be the difference-maker for the 49ers in their quest for another Super Bowl appearance. Imagine a defense that's not only talented but also disciplined, aggressive, and led by someone like Davis, who understands what it takes to win on big stages. Now, the timing of this potential deal is crucial. The NFL trade deadline is approaching fast, on November 4th, and the 49ers are reportedly eager to make moves after their bye week. They're actively exploring options to upgrade their roster, and the addition of Davis could be that piece that takes them from a good team to a true contender. The odds of this happening have shifted significantly, with betting lines moving from +6, 0 to +2, 800, reflecting growing confidence in the possibility of this blockbuster trade. If it materializes, it's not just a strategic roster move. It's a statement of intent from the 49ers, signaling that they're all in on another Super Bowl run and willing to make bold moves to get there. The impact of acquiring Demario Davis would extend beyond just improving the defense. It would send a message to the entire league that the 49ers are serious contenders, ready to bolster their roster with proven talent. His presence could elevate the entire team's performance, pushing everyone to perform at their best, knowing they have a leader and a player of his caliber in the locker room. Plus, with Davis projected to record over 150 tackles this season, he's not just a stopgap but a game changer, someone who can influence the game in multiple ways. Whether by stopping the run, covering tight ends, or forcing turnovers in critical moments. And looking at the bigger picture, this potential trade also shifts the dynamics of the NFC West. The Rams, who are currently struggling with their run defense, would face an even tougher challenge if the 49ers bolster their defense with a player like Davis. It could be the kind of move that pushes the 49ers even further ahead in the division, making them clear favorites not just for the NFC West title, but for a serious Super Bowl push. The NFC is competitive, no doubt, but with a defense anchored by Davis, the 49ers could have an edge that makes it almost impossible for their rivals to keep pace. So as we approach the trade deadline, all eyes are on San Francisco and New Orleans. This move could define the rest of the season for both teams, one looking to make a playoff push, the other to rebuild and retool for the future. But for us, the fans, it's about witnessing history in the making. The 49ers have a chance to add a player who could turn their defense into a legendary unit, reminiscent of those dominant defenses of the past. Defenses led by players who not only excel in tackles and sacks, but also inspire their teammates, elevate everyone around them, and ultimately lead their team to championship glory. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think acquiring Demario Davis would make the 49ers unstoppable? Do you believe this move could be the final piece needed for a Super Bowl run? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. This team is always evolving, always competitive, and right now, they're on the brink of something special. Keep your eyes peeled because big things are happening, and you don't want to miss out.